Hi there, Capricorns. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Astrogirl, and we're looking at the first full week of 2016, January 4 through January 10, and Happy New Year. And Capricorns, it's not really a very happy new year for you. I hate to say it. I know I'm smiling, but I like to deliver bad news with a smile. Mercury goes retrograde on Thursday, January 5, which unfortunately could be the day you flush your New Year's resolutions down the drain. These days, almost everyone knows what Mercury retrograde means. And they are a famously difficult 3-week period that come around 3 to 4 times a year. This year it's 4 times. Even though Mercury retrogrades have a bad rap, they're easier to deal with if you think of them as celestial timeouts, giving you permission to stop, take a step back, listen and rest. If you're a type A person and simply cannot stop, Capricorns, the next best thing is to focus on activities that begin with RE, such as redo, resign, redecorate, retreat, rewind, rethink. Now, Mercury goes out of phase in Aquarius for 4 days, January 4 through January 8, your second house of money and self-esteem. Then it backtracks into your sign, and it's out of phase in your sign from the 8th through the 25th, your first house of personality and ego. So just know that it's going to be affecting you directly. Murphy's law of whatever can go wrong will go wrong is in full effect. Don't try starting anything new while Mercury is retrograde, even though your new moon lights up the sky this weekend. However, this is no ordinary new moon. It's not as sweet as you might expect, because we always think of new moons as being a time, 2-week period, to start something new. Although the new moon usually indicates the start of a 2-week period of new beginnings, this particular new moon is saying that this is actually not a good time to make a fresh start, because with Mercury and Jupiter retrograde, it's just, there's not enough backup from the planets to make things happen under a usual new moon. 5 planets are visiting earthy signs, so it's a very intense type A time. Now Jupiter, which is the planet of good luck and opportunity, also goes out of phase in Virgo, your fellow earth sign, and your 9th house of long distance travel, spirituality, higher education, and philosophy. For those of you who are traveling, you may find unbelievable opportunities, on the other side of the world, and you may have to work out if they are worth you deciding to take those opportunities and forego something at home. And many people find themselves when they're younger traveling and getting that crossroads where they could stay and work and live in an overseas country. Maybe they've fallen in love, or they come home and they have to make that quick decision, and it's never easy. It's happened to pretty much everybody I know, because there's always the trouble with visas and living legally in a country and all that sort of thing. So, especially around the holiday time, people are a bit more homesick than usual. This is something that could happen, and if it does happen, it's going to be a wonderful learning experience for you this year, because Jupiter is in Virgo through September. So there's plenty of time for traveling and getting yourself into a situation where you're not quite sure if you should stay or go, especially if you've met somebody. I'll be telling you more about that later, but this, despite Mercury retrograde and Jupiter retrograde, this is it's an interesting start to 2016, that's for sure. Have a wonderful week, Capricorns. I will speak to you again next week, and Happy New Year.